Jai Hind everyone, I am Prabhat Kumar and I welcome you all to PYQ Academy. In today's video, I am going to discuss a very important topic for all those candidates who had cleared the UPSC written examination of CAPF AC examination 2022 and are going to fill their DAF. So, in the DAF, one of the most important column is of service preference. So, I'm going to tell you that how you should decide that which all service you have to give first preference, or what should be the number of what should be the preference given to the different services available in CAPF. So now, yes, so these are some determining factors which I found that which is very important before filling the service preference. First is the work-life balance, that which all force is going to give you a good work-life balance. This is one thing. Okay. Then second thing is that the service which you are going to choose, that how much is the mental and physical toughness in that service. Then what is the threat perception, that is what is the risk of life. Then which all area of workplace throughout India or outside India, whatever. Okay. Then what is the status of promotions. Then what are different deputations available in that service. Then what are the power, perks and privileges. Then that is there any choice, means chance of preparing for UPSC civil services after joining. That means how much time you will get after joining, okay, to study. So yes, now so I am going to discuss all these factors and which all force is good for all these factors. Okay, and you have to choose that which all factor is should be your priority, and according to that priority, which is the best force. Okay, so I am preparing for this examination since 2018, and I have been qualifying since 2018. So the main thing before making this video was that uh, uh, the preference is very important, because first thing is that if you get selected, you are going to work in that force for more than at least more than 30 years. Okay, and second thing is that before joining that service, that means uh, what all kind of questions you will be asked in your interview. Okay, because preference has a weightage, although it is not sure that you will be asked question or not, but number of times it has been asked that why you feel this. That is a basic question, that why you feel this service as your first preference. Okay, so and as per my experience while preparing for this examination, I had gained a lot of knowledge that what are the condition in different forces, and I'm going to tell you about all those conditions. Okay, now the first important factor is work life balance. Okay, that means how much time you are spending in your work. That means what is the working hours, and how much time you can spend in your home with your family member. Okay, so for this work life balance, no doubt the best number one force is the force CISF, that is Central Industrial Security Force. This is because this in this service you will be posted mostly in urban areas. Okay, although not sure, there are also number of postings in which you will get hard posting, in which you will get means areas which, where you will not get quarters, or you will not be allowed to uh, keep your family with yourself. Okay, but more than 80%, I think so, the postings are in which you can keep your family with you. Okay, and you will also get a home. Oh, okay, that means the government quarter, can be a bungalow or anything. Okay, so that is the most important thing, and the work is also balanced, because the nature of work is a totally a routine work. Okay, that means you you will be given a kind of security, you will be a kind of security in charge in any of the airport or industrial area, okay, for any monument. And under an AC there will be sub inspectors, and under sub inspectors there will be constables. So there is a clear hierarchy, and uh, you can see that, and the work is not so, means uh, what I can say, haphazard. It will be a very systematic kind of work. So there is surety that of your daily work. That means it will be a routine work. There will be no change in your general routine. Although emergency situations do comes, but there will be. So in that kind case, you will be a proper working hours, and that means continuous working hours every day, and you will get a good time for yourself as well as for your family. So if you give priority to this, priority to your work life balance, so this will be a best for. Okay. Second thing, the threat perception is also low. That means risk of your life is also less in this force. Okay. Now coming to, after number one, number two will be SSB, Sashastra Seema Bal. This is because these two forces are posted at the borders of Nepal and Bhutan, and since we know that these two are the friendly nations, one of the most friendly nations, and we also share a open border with Bangladesh, so we can see that how much friendly this country is. Although uh, we don't have open border with Bhutan, but this border is also a very safe border. Okay. Although we know that since it is an open border, so there is a chance that means a number of illegal activities can be done. So for those, curbing all those illegal activities, SSB is there. Okay. And uh, but although there are some hard posting also, because SSB also got the duty to do counter Naxal operations, especially in Bihar as well as Jharkhand. Okay. But apart from this, this is also a very good force if you want a very good uh, work-life balance as well as family life, because initially you will be posted at border, but later you can keep your family with yourself. Okay. Now after that, all these forces, that is number 3, number 4 and number 5, are less given priority for family life, because in BSF, okay, you will be mostly at the borders, and your family, still if you are an officer, your family is generally not allowed at the border post. Although after one hard posting you can get postings at headquarters, and there you will get quarter and routine work is there. But when you are posted in field, you are not allowed to keep your family yourself. Okay, this is similar in case of ITBP as well as CRPF. Okay, so this is the case. So if you want a work-life balance, you should go for CISF as well as SSB. Okay. Now coming to second is the physical toughness, physical slash mental toughness. So the physical toughness is in all those forces which has large amount of field jobs. Okay, and we know that the largest force, which is CRPF, and since this force is I can say that sent to all those sensitive areas, for example terrorism affected areas of J&K and Naxalism affected area of central India, okay, as well as insurgency area of northeast. So you can see the postings, although these are not the only postings. CISF has a posting throughout India, and after one hard posting you can get soft posting wherever, in general wherever you want. Okay, so this is the case with CRPF, although this is tough, and when it comes to threat perception, this is at top priority. Okay. Second is BSF, or I can say ITBP also. Okay, because in these two forces, First of all, although the threat perception is not as much as CRPF, but the terrain in which the BSF as ITBP works is itself very much tough. In ITBP, you have to be in the snow-laden mountains, which is more than near around 10,000 feet. Okay, and so you know that the nature itself is enemy in this in case of ITBP. That means there is a chance of landslides, avalanches. Okay, so for this, and you have to trek mountains, and that is physically tough. If you are not from a mountain or hilly state, it is literally difficult for your body to adapt in that height as well as in that low atmospheric pressure conditions. Okay, so for all those candidates, it will be difficult. Okay, second, BSF. In BSF, you are posted in suppose Run of Kutch, then Thar Desert. Okay, then in plains of Punjab, then LOC area of Kashmir. Okay, so you can see the diversity, and then in the borders of Bangladesh, of the riverine borders of Bangladesh, which is so much with dense forest as well as areas like Sundarban Delta. So this is a very means in this you force you will be able to get a diverse uh, terrain to work, but still it is difficult because here it is in Run of Kutch and Thar Desert the temperature is very high. In Kashmir you will get a minus temperature, and in case of border with Bangladesh you will definitely get a dense forest where there is a threat for number of cases of malaria. Okay, because mosquito malaria as well as all other diseases related to uh, insects. Okay, but it is not that conditions are only difficult, because you will be trained in that manner and you will be able to deal with all those kind of difficulties. But if you have a chance and if you don't want to live a physical tough life, so you can definitely leave these three forces, so you can give third priority to this three forces. Okay, so now coming to physical toughness. So again the two forces, that is CISF and SSB. Okay, because the field duty is very less, although it is not sure. For example, SSB is also given duties for anti-naxal operations, and CISF has also duties in areas of Kashmir, Leh, airports in northeast, airport in Andaman Nicobar. So these are also tough postings. Suppose if you are posted in Mumbai High, in Bombay High, okay, so you have to travel in through boat. Okay, so tough postings can be everywhere, but in CRPF, BSF, and ITBP, you can get a more number of tough postings. Okay, now risk of life again. The first is CRPF, and you can easily guess because they are working in areas like J&K, Chhattisgarh, okay, then northeast. So a large number of casualties is only from this force. Okay, then some casualties are also from BSF, because first, because of they are also deployed in anti-Naxal operations, especially in Odisha and Jharkhand. Okay, currently, and other than that, the battalions which are posted at LOC in G&K, they have to face the ceasefire violations, okay, from the side of Pakistan. So uh, in number of cases they face difficulties, okay, while patrolling at borders. Even in one case, one assistant commandant also lost his life while he was at one border outpost, and he somehow coming to the ceasefire violations from the side of Pakistan. Okay, now coming to ITBP, you can see the how much the situation is sensitive at the borders, uh, uh, in at the Indo-China border. So yes, it is again the threat perception is increasing, although there is a very less kind of ceasefire violations from the side of China, okay, because they are much interested in capturing the land rather uh, killing the men from the sides of India, okay. So in general, these kind of, but still they are, again they are also getting anti-Naxal operations, okay, in Odisha and Chhattisgarh, but not in very large. For example, one or two companies, but not in very large number, okay. So, and especially for ITBP, the most important threat for them is the nature, okay, because they will be patrolling at the mountains, very high snow level mountains, so there is chance of avalanches as well as landslides, okay. And if you are in ITBP, so you will be the first responders to any kind of disaster in the hilly areas, okay. Now coming to another important, the work area. Yes, this is the most important thing, that in which all places of India or outside India you want to work. Okay. Now let me tell you that and the area of work. So first is CISF, and you know that CISF is guarding the airports, guarding the ports, guarding the important monuments. So you will get all India postings. Okay. So it is a all India kind of job, okay, and it in this you will get frequent transfers throughout India. Suppose you in 1 year you are living in JNK, and next year you may be in Kanyakumari, or somewhere in Odisha, or somewhere in Northeast, or somewhere in anywhere, okay. Now coming to CRPF, again this is all India force, okay. Although the most of the postings are limited in J&K, then Central India and Northeast, but it has its headquarters and training centers throughout India, so you can get posting throughout India. Okay. Now coming to ITBP. Okay. So your general postings is limited up to the borders with respect to China. Okay. So you will be get when you will be given the field posting, so you will be here, and if you get headquarter posting, so most of the headquarters of the ITBP, or not the force headquarters, different centers as well as other headquarters, so they are especially in North India. I have no knowledge that whether any kind of center is of ITBP is there in South India, okay. So especially you will get postings in North India, okay, and especially in Delhi, Uttarakhand, Himachal, J&K, in areas of Northeast. Okay. Now coming to fourth, the BSF. Okay. So in BSF, you will get your posting throughout the Pakistan border, from Run of Kutch to J&K till LOC, and here in Bangladesh border from Kolkata to Tripura. Okay, in this area. So this is the area, and so these are the field posting. Other than that, there are a number of headquarters as well as frontier headquarters, so there you will also get posted in the headquarters. Now the smallest force, that is SSB. So this its area is small because you will get posting in Nepal border and Bhutan border, okay. So this will be the area of work, and more in most of the time when you are at the borders, you will be here, and if you are not at the border, so most of the other centers of the SSB is especially in Uttarakhand, then in UP, then in Bihar. So most of the postings, then also in Sikkim and in West Bengal also, but I have seen number of places in UP, Bihar, Uttarakhand. Okay? So you will get posting in these areas. So these are the most important areas where you will get to work. Now coming to promotions, which is a very highlighted topic for all those, because when you will join AC, you will definitely get to want to know that when you will become DC. Okay, and now, so what is the service promotion category? So from AC, you will become DC, then from DC, deputy commander, and then set to IC, second in command, then commandant, okay, then DIG, then IG, then ADG, okay, and then DG. Leave DG because till now there is no rule that CAPF cadre officers become DG. Okay, so you have the chance from going from AC to ADG. Okay, and to become ADG you have to join at a very young age, for example from at 21 or 22. Then only you will be able to become ADG. Okay, otherwise you will get up to commandant to DIG. Okay, now so for till now whatever the knowledge I'm having, so at current still, although the status of promotion in different posts may change in future, but at current the best promotion as per best of my knowledge is in SSB. So whenever you will read the promotion status, so you will see that in 5 years at least officially you should complete 5 years as an AC to get promoted as a DC, and this is currently functional in case of SSB. Okay, also in case of CISF. Okay, but also you can see in case of ITBP also. Okay, but the status of promotion is very, I can say, not good. Okay, in BSF as well as CRPF. Even in CRPF right now there are some assistant commanders who had completed more than 10 to 12 years but they didn't get their first promotion, while all those persons who joined in SSB, they are at the verge of becoming 2IC. Okay, because in 5 years you will become DC, then in 5 years you will become, no, at the verge of becoming 2IC or at the verge of becoming commandant. Okay, similarly in CISF also 5 to 6 years. Okay, since and then here also 6 to 7 years. But these two forces, since these are the largest forces, and one thing that cadre review is pending for a very long period of time, so due to which number of officers who had completed a very large part of their service, okay, initial service, are struggling to get their first promotion. So this is the criteria when it comes to promotion, but this is temporary, although this may change. Okay, now let me give you the reason why the promotion is very fast in SSB. The reason is the small force, because if a force is small, so the triangle, the structure, that means this one become DG, then they will become ADG, then IG, then DIG. So you can see there here that and in case of CRPF and BSF, it is like this. Okay, so large number of ACs are want to become DC, but there is very less post for DC, and similarly less post for 2IC, and less post for less place for higher ranks. So due to that reason, the uh, promotion is very slow. And you know that the apart from this, from DIG level, IPS deputation also starts. Due to which, at DIG level, the reservation is 25% for IPS. Then at IG it is 50%. At ADG it is 75%, and at DG it is 100% reserved for IPS only. So you can see, and the posts which are reserved for IPS are not filled by the cadre officer. That is also one reason for low promotion in these large forces, especially in BSF as well as in CRPF. But the officers are told that in MHA, the work is going on. They are looking at how they can improve the condition of the promotions in this, especially in these two courses, and it is the officers are hopeful that in future the condition is going to improve when it comes to promotion. Okay, but I will tell you that please don't get demotivated. All those who are feeling their preference as BSF as or CRPF, because it is the temporary condition. In future it may happen that the ACs or DCs in these forces also can get their promotion in 5 to 6 years. Okay, this is a temporary condition. Second thing, that if you are very much dedicated to get these courses and just to get fast promotion, if you fill SSB or CISF as your first preference, so and if you will get, so you will not enjoy or you will not feel good while working in these areas, because you have dreamt for to join CRPF and to work in certain sectors. Okay, so please don't demotivate just after hearing that currently the promotions are slow in these two forces. Okay, so but if you are in this category, so you are in a very good condition right now. Okay, now coming to deputations. So I think that deputations are almost similar. The main criteria for deputation is that you can get deputation in central organizations. Okay, central organization, for example IB, CBI. Okay, maybe raw, I don't know, but maybe. Okay, then you can all other like Narcotics Control Bureau, and there are different other organizations. Yes, especially the commando battalions like NSG. Okay, SPG. Okay, then you can also get to go for UN peacekeeping forces. Okay, UN peacekeeping forces, a number of officers has served, and the opportunities are equal, almost equal for in all the forces. Okay, whether you are in CISF, BSF, CRPF, ITBP, SSB. Okay, okay. If you are in ITBP, it has been seen that you can get uh, a posting in any of the foreign embassies for security. Okay, so there is one condition for ITBP, but in any other force, if you have to work, if you want to work outside India, so you can definitely, whenever the option will come, you can definitely apply for UN peacekeeping, and if you will be eligible, you can be selected, and you can go there for, I think, term of 2 years. I think 1 or 2 years, I'm not sure, but there is term of 2 years. Okay, so these are kind of deputation. Although there was also one news few months back that Delhi police, okay, they demanded few officers from BSF, if I am not wrong, in their uh, means they demanded officers from BSF for in their police stations. Okay, so in this case you can see that the options for deputation for all these officers are increasing, and in future there are chance that they may also get deputation in state police. Okay, if the state police means wants them. Okay, so these are kind of deputation, although I'm not able to remember. There are lots of more deputation in this case. Okay, now coming to power, perks and privilege. Okay, so as a assistant commandant you will join as a gazetted officer. Okay, as a central government gazetted officer. Okay, so definitely you will be having lots of perks and privileges. For example, in this you will get your own vehicle. Okay, especially when you are at headquarters. Okay, then you will get a very good house, and if you are posted in tough areas you will get toughness allowance. For example, all those CRPF Jawans who are posted in Chhattisgarh, so they get a toughness allowance of 25,000. Okay, in JNK as well as in Chhattisgarh. Okay, or in Naxal affected area, and in it is 17,500 if you are posted in Northeast. Okay, so it's not that you are being posted in tough area. So government also looks that you are compensated equally if you are working in some difficult conditions. Okay, and there are lots of perks and privileges, but if you are truly determined to join the service, it doesn't matter power, perks and privileges. Okay, the thing only matter is the uniform, and you will get both khaki as well as camouflage, and you will be very happy. So don't think too much. Although the perks and privileges are almost similar to IPS, although in some cases the power is less because in IPS get power in civil areas. Okay, and in that case, the assistant commandant doesn't have power. Okay. Although, suppose if you are in CRPF and if you choose RAF, so yes, you will be somewhere in district to control riots. In that case, you will definitely have some kind of power which may be given to you by district magistrate. Okay, that can be a special case. Now prepare for CSC. That is also an important topic, but I generally don't give importance to this. So yes, but it has been seen that number of candidates after joining AC, okay, they are also coming to write mains. That means they want to because number of aspirants who clear assistant commandant examination, they are also aspirant of civil service examination, and for all those candidates uh, for whom the AC is not a dream job, so they are continuously trying to clear civil services examination. And so you know that as I told you that if the work-life balance is good, that means the working area hours are comes, you can get some time to study, and this is only possible in case of CISF and some little bit in case of SSB. Okay. Otherwise, it is difficult in other forces. For example, CRPF, it is most difficult. It is very much sure that after joining CRPF, you cannot study. Okay, because initial 10 to 15 years you have to survive in J&K as well in Chhattisgarh, anywhere in tough areas, and there you have to focus on work only. Okay, so you can choose these two forces. Although after joining any kind of force, it will be difficult because you don't know that where you are going to get posted after joining. Okay. So, but still, if in CISF, if you get a good posting, so there you can in SSB also, but it is not sure. Okay, so please keep this as the at your least priority. Okay, so now coming to that, I had discussed. Now it's upon you that which all uh, factor you have to give first priority. Okay. No. So for me, let me tell you that how I decided. So my preferences are CRPF number one, then BSF number two. Okay. Then after then I decide, and ITBP I generally take as my last preference. Okay. For the reason is that I had lived in Odisha, and Odisha is a place which is first of all which is a plain area, and temperature is also remains high, so little bit I am not comfortable in a cold area as well as where the terrain is little bit difficult. That's why I prefer ITBP giving as last preference. Now coming to CRPF, since I lived in Odisha, so I have been hearing about Naxal activities, so I don't have any kind of means problem while uh, to work in these kind of areas. Okay. And most important thing to fill these two forces in my first two preferences, because I I am a defense lover and I had tried for serious for, so my first always my first preference was Indian Army. Okay, so since I didn't got Indian Army, so I am trying for all those services which are little bit similar to that. So you will find little bit similar conditions as Indian Army in BSF as well as CRPF, because you will get that kind of field postings in BSF as well as CRPF. So that's why I had full. So you have to, uh, and I have a mindset to join defense forces since my childhood. So I don't have any kind of fear about the threat perception or physical or mental toughness. Okay, that is okay for me. And work-life balance, so I ignore this point because I think that I'm not the first person who will be joining CRPF or BSF, because there are lots of persons who have joined earlier and they are also if they are able to manage their family life, so I will also be able to. So that's not a priority. So for me, the most important priority is the area of work where I will be working. Okay. After that, I go for any kind of, so that is the only thing which I look for. Okay. But you can, every person has their own priorities in their life. So according to your priority, you can put your preferences. Okay. One thing that for CISF there is a chance of increasing privatization, because government has started privatizing number of posts in airport. So in future you may get means disheartened if CISF gets privatized, although the chance is very less. Okay, it is not sure that 100% CISF will be privatized, but it is very much sure that the number of posts is going to decrease in CISF. Okay, that is the thing. So I think it was overall from my side about how to choose best service for you, and these are all the factors. And it has been a very long discussion, but I hope so that you are here, you are here with me till the end of this video. So thank you so much for watching this video, and if you want to ask any more doubt related to this filling DAF or anything related to service, you can call me in this number 700-866-7566. You can simply message in the Telegram. This is my Telegram number. Okay. So if you really found this video helpful, and if you find my efforts helpful, then please share this video so that it will be helpful for all those candidates who are preparing for this examination. And thank you so much for watching PYQ Academy.